youth in all things water sports, teaching safety, preparing them for careers. Came out of a tragedy. It's something which the community is engaged, and the Rotary Club of Tutola, one of the Rotarians, is the original founder of that program, and they continue the tremendous support. That's a capital program on an annual basis. I congratulate you for that. The signature project this year, an environmental one, with the Mangrove Boardwalk, is an excellent project, one which will give high visibility to Rotary. Again, partnering with government to provide an educational, possibly even ecotourism opportunity for your community. But you haven't just focused on your local community. Director Stephen and other members of the club, you have been a tremendous supporter for our fellow Rotarians, the Rotary clubs, in one of the poorest countries in the world, who makes us one of our most important countries in 2020, Haiti. And I want to congratulate you for the work over the years you've done that, including that tremendous telethon you did a few years ago after the earthquake. I think you raised up to $250,000 during that. Thank you and welcome. The ongoing support you provide to Haiti through funding process through a very generous benefactor in the Lacais area, where you build one school, in Ile-de-Vache, we build another school, continue to support it and fund it. And we're now looking, and I was very pleased today to have conversations with Director Stephen in relation to water filtration projects that the district is planning to do there. And the fact is that the Rotary Club of Tutola is looking to become an active partner in that, and I thank you for that as well. So what you are doing is exactly what District 7020, what the Rotary International World wants you to do. You are delivering what we call smart projects. Projects which are sustainable, measurable, accountable, meeting the real needs of our communities in a transparent manner. And you'll continue to do that if you carry on doing what you're doing as a club, building the strength. I was very interested, going back to membership, to listen to your membership story this year. You're the third largest club in District 7020. And that carries some responsibility with it. And even though you may not have the same challenges as a club with 15 members, larger clubs have challenges in their own rights. Sometimes becoming too large reduces the opportunity for fellowship. Sometimes becoming too large means that you can lose sight of some of the members and some of their challenges in these difficult times. But I want to congratulate you, and I've heard what you've done in relation to the way your board and the way your members have been taking care of your club. You've been doing it in a number of ways. You've been recognizing that lunch meetings are the key to a successful club. If you have a fun lunch meeting, if you have a meeting that people want to attend, want to become engaged in, then you'll bring your Rotarians back and they'll enjoy it and get a return on the time and the talent they're putting in, the treasure they're putting in every Thursday. You're also recognizing that you have to make difficult decisions. In a larger club, it's easy for Rotarians to become lost on the perimeters, to slip out a little early from the meeting, disappear off the edge, not get as involved, not get as engaged as perhaps they should. And your membership team have put in a great plan to make sure Rotarians stay engaged. But you've also taken the hard decision of saying, if a member is not a Rotarian, they shouldn't. If a member isn't able to give what they should to Rotary, we're not going to let that group sit in the corner, gradually filter away, permeate into the club and perhaps set some lower bars than they should be. We're going to ask them politely whether they'd like to become re-engaged. If they don't, we're going to ask them to please rejoin Rotary at a time when they can give what's necessary. And I congratulate President Ken for doing that 14 times this year. And I also congratulate President Ken and the board and all of you for not making that affect your membership, net membership, by 1 bit or 2. Because although you've lost 14 members, you've also gained 14 members. And those new members, I'm sure, will be strong, just like Rotarian Ron and the other ones that you have, strongly engaged, passionate Rotarians, because you're treating them right and you're making them understand what Rotary is about. You're making them understand about their obligations, their responsibilities, but also the tremendous rewards you can get from being Rotarian when you do invest your time, your energy, and your passion. So thank you for doing that. And I hear there's a few more on the way, so I suspect the net growth is going to occur this year as well. But I also encourage you to do exactly what you do. Have discussions about who you want to be. Maybe you don't want to be a club of 110 members. There's nothing wrong with it. Because let me be totally clear. The strength of a Rotary Club, any Rotary Club, whether it's 15 members, 50 members, or 100 members, is not in its numbers. It's in the engagement, the passion, and the quality of every single individual Rotarian they bring to the table. So as long as you, at the end of every Rotary year, can honestly say to yourselves, we have a stronger club at the end of the year, handing across President-elect Henry, than we had at the beginning of the year, then Rotary will be in safe hands. And we will continue to be the great organisation we are. We will continue to not only deliver the level of service that we have in the past, but improve and increase effectiveness in relation to community service. One of the challenges that we have right now in our community in these very difficult times is that we're going back to that same well to try and pull funds from. Unfortunately, there's more people with buckets now, and there's less water than there was there before. So we're taking more from less, and it's becoming increasingly difficult. And that's not just a problem in Tortola, it's a problem right the way across District 7020 and the Rotary World. So therefore we have to find ways of thinking outside the box. Certainly we can do that by looking at alternative and innovative ways of fundraising. You can look across the district. I know the club is talking to the Grand Cape Central Club about how they operate a very successful raffle. We've had some discussions about that. But one of the ways that we can do a lot better is by using our Rotary Foundation. We saw here today, latest Port Harris Society member, Big Brother, Pickering. And what he was able to do was to show us that there is value, and he certainly is passionate about giving on an annual basis to the Rotary Foundation. But I'm not here just to talk about giving to the foundation. Of course that's what we want to do. I'm here to talk about what we can get back from it, because that's the most important part of the district. We give roughly $250,300,000 a year. We get back 10 times that into our district in terms of grants. $3 million a year comes back to our communities from the Rotary Foundation. I can't think of much better investment than that, especially at these difficult times. But what we are doing tremendously in some areas, such as Haiti, where the clubs with budgets as small as $1,000 for fundraising can end up doing grants worth $200,000, building schools and orphanages and drilling wells and doing major water systems, often with the assistance of clubs like the Rotary Tortola and Steve. But what we're not doing well right the way throughout the district is understanding the potential for us to unlock this chest of funds to be used in our own communities. And I would encourage you, and I've encouraged all of the Rotary clubs, to understand what the Rotary Foundation can do in return for us. Because I have absolutely no doubt, having met district governors from across the Rotary world, that there is a passion and there is an appetite to do projects, especially from North America into the Caribbean. The Caribbean meets a number of criteria North American clubs look for. They want the location where there is need. And I can tell you there are need in all of our communities. Because unlike America, our governments do not fulfill all the requirements. So therefore we have to fill the holes and fill the gaps where our governments can't. And that's right way as far as I'm concerned. Secondly, we have the location in terms of distance. Typically North Americans do not like to travel great distances, and the Caribbean is a perfect destination in that regard. On top of that, look at that. Why would you not want to do a project in Tortola? And believe me, that's one part that I joke about it. It's an important component of any foundation grant. The international partners have to come down and make sure the project is being carried out to their requirements, to the foundation. So what I'm encouraging you to do is not give to the foundation because we have a target. I'm encouraging you to give to the foundation so that we can go back to our international partners and say, we are good partners. We are good partners for you to come down and work with. And I have no doubt if we do that properly, right the way through our district, we can increase the number of grants, the amount of money that comes from North America and throughout the Rotary world into our projects. We can better meet the needs of our communities. We can take on bigger, bolder, better projects right the way through our communities. And we can ensure that our communities continue to benefit from Rotary by taking that approach. The Rotary Club of Tortola is, without a doubt, one of the strongest clubs in the district. You may say, It's the best. District 7020 has a reputation of being one of the strongest districts in the Rotary world, and it is acknowledged as such. We have some of the most vibrant, energetic Rotary. So do the math. It means the Rotary Club, as we're told, is quite simply one of the best Rotary clubs. At this point, I normally try and give some words of wisdom on how you can improve. You've made it very difficult for me to do that. But what I would say is don't sit on your laurels. You have, as the parent club Rotary in BBI, a responsibility to continue what you do and what you're doing. Your efforts, and one great example of this is sitting in front of us here with these two young ladies, with the way you're about to give birth, along with two other parents, and I'm not quite sure how that mix works, to your latest offspring, the Rotary Club of Rotaract, of Virgin. Now, I can tell you, District 7020 is unique in the Rotary world in many ways. One of its ways, its most unique, is its success in terms of building a vibrant Rotaract district. The Rotaract Club of Virgin Gorda will be the 52nd Rotaract Club in District 7020, which gives us a ratio of roughly 61-62% to our 84 Rotaract clubs. 61 to 62% is not a ratio seen very many places